Michelle Walker Wade with Well Done Tax and Business Services. Some of you call me Pastor Michelle. I have something super, super quick I wanted to share with you. Many of you have heard of the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill was is probably the most famous author and thought leader when it comes to things about wealth and money and poverty and wealth building. And so his book, Think and Grow Rich, is really a book that helps us change the way we think about money, change the way we think about wealth and spending and poverty and all those type of things so that we can grow rich. And not just grow rich just to have money, but there's purpose behind growing rich or having wealth. And so I have, in addition to the book, I have these cards, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And these actually, these were my late husband's cards. And so now they're mine. And so he would look at one every day. And so I don't look at them every day, but ever so often I walk, because I have them sitting in a prominent place in my house. So I see them all the time. So I walk over and pick up one and just see what it says. And then I think about it. So the other day I went to the card deck and pulled out this one, Demand Prosperity. And it hit me so quick. And I was like, that's right. You don't sit around and wait for prosperity. You demand it. Whatever's going on in your life or with your money, you demand prosperity. The book is Think and Grow Rich, so that means you're going to have to think different. So I'm not taking away that you can just demand prosperity and money's going to start falling. That is not going to happen. But listen to this, because this is the flip side of that is you can't complain about prosperity and then just keep living in it. You have to make a choice. And so demanding prosperity means also making a choice to do what it takes to obtain prosperity. All right, so let me read, because on the back side of each card, is a little blurb from the book. All right, and it says, remember, no more effort is required to aim high in life to demand abundance and prosperity than is required to accept misery and poverty. Let me read it again. No more effort is required for you to aim high in life, for you to demand abundance, and for you to demand prosperity, than is the effort, it's the same effort, is what he's saying, as for you to accept misery and poverty. Either one, both take effort. Both can be, they're going to cause you to have certain thoughts and think about things. You're either going to worry about the finances you don't have. You're either going to worry about the things you like to do that you can't do, the things you'd like to give your family that you can't give them, the trips you'd like to take, the things you'd like to do in your community that you can't do. You're either going to worry and worry yourself about, either worry about them or just feel bad about them, feel miserable about them. The book says misery, feel miserable about things that you can't do. That's just as exhausting as taking the time to demand abundance and prosperity and to aim high in life. Turn that energy around into making something happen in your life and for your life, not just for you, but so you can be a blessing to someone else with your prosperity. So that's the one. And then I want to share this one, Dreaming. In the color, you can't get to see it too well, but it says Dreaming. The color kind of blends in. Sorry about that. And I'm sharing this one because this, over the last probably 3 or 4 weeks, I haven't been doing as much work with people and their money as much as I have been having conversations with people about their dreams, their visions, their goals, and strategizing what to do next. Because building a business, doing the things that it takes to obtain the prosperity, or to obtain, like if you're building a business, building a nonprofit, whatever it takes, You can have the dream and the vision. You need the dream. You need that dream, but you got to put in the work and you got to understand the work. So dreaming is necessary, but that's almost the easy part. So this card says, one must realize that all who have accumulated great fortunes first did a certain amount of dreaming, hoping, wishing, desiring, and then check this out, and planning before they acquired the money. Dreaming about something and telling someone your dream and telling someone your vision and telling someone the burden of your heart and the passion of your heart and the thing that you would like to do is not enough to make it happen. This again, let me read. And now they're saying great fortune and money. And for you, yours might not be a great fortune. You might just want enough money so that you can accomplish whatever your passion or your dream is, and the money will come with it. That's fine. If that's you, that's you. All right. But no dream is going to come to fruition without money. You're gonna need money. Any way you look at it, you're gonna need money. All right. So you might as well go get it because you're gonna need it. Otherwise, the dream is not gonna happen. All right. The vision is not gonna happen. You need money. So how do you need that? How do you get that money? This card again says, one must realize that all who have accumulated great fortunes, fortune's not your thing, don't worry about fortunes, whatever is your thing, who have accumulated great fortunes, first did a certain amount of dreaming and then a certain amount of hoping. Hope isn't enough. A certain amount of wishing. Have a wish list. I have one. I have a list that says, if anybody ever came to me and said, I have all this money and you have all these dreams, take what you will. Whatever is on your wish list right now. I have a wish list ready. So, but wishing isn't enough. Okay, so it takes great fortunes first did a certain amount of dreaming, hoping, wishing, desiring. Yes, I have desires of my heart, things I want to see happen. Of course I do. But check this out again. And planning. Planning is the hard, tedious work because you've got to think step by step. This planning is when you got to talk to people and sit down and you can tell them whatever, and you can tell them whatever it is that your dream is and what your thought is and what you're hoping you can do and get this over here. And then when the planning person, that's where I come in. That's one of the things that I do. The planning comes in is where we sit down and we start to say, okay, how are you going to do this? How are you going to get this customer in that? How are you going to communicate your message? How are you going to make it? Blah, blah, blah. We try to start to go through it. And what are you going to say? And how are you going to say it? How are you going to pay for it? Because when you get ready to go out there and start talking to people and trying to make things happen so that your dreams, your visions, your plan for prosperity can happen, you got to have some things in place. So that means, and you're almost all, I can't think of a time when you can just jump out and start doing something without having to put invest some money and time into it in the up front. The more money you have, the least money you have, the more time you're going to have to invest. The longer the road is going to be. So the planning may be different depending on how much money you have right now to invest in whatever it is versus, I don't have money. So now it's going to take time. You might have to learn some new stuff because you can't pay people to do things that have to be done so that when you step out and try to make these dreams come to life, you are ready for them. It's not just talk. And what brings us up is, like I said, what I was starting to say a second ago, is I've been doing a lot more recently, probably a good month or two. More people need, and they're not so focused on trying to figure out their money right now. The two go hand in hand, but hey, whatever. They're not as much focused on their money, but they're trying to figure out, how do I get this thing going? And now that I have part of it going, how do I make the transition from here to the next part? How do I not get stuck in this cycle, but I can still get to the next part? And then I have some people actually one person I was just on a client meeting with the other night. He's kind of shifting his business to something that's almost the same, but it's a little bit different. And so he was telling me, after many emails and exchanges, and now we're having a conversation about it. And he's telling me the dream. He's keeping on, like really talking about the dream. And I said, okay, I'm going to back you out of your dream for a little bit, because we need to deal with strategy. We need to deal with the planning. So I have to back you out of your dream. And he said, oh, okay. So it's like, I just shook him awake. But we had to do that so we could say, all right, this is what needs to happen right now. Before you go and tell another person your dream, person meaning investor, your dream, get this straight first, which means you got to invest some money so you can straighten these things out before you tell anybody else your dream. Because as soon as you tell someone your dream, they're going to start looking to see what they can see about you. As soon as you tell an investor who might be interested your dream, they're going to start looking to see what they can see. And one thing they're going to want to see when they go looking for you, they come looking for you online or wherever they're going to look, asking around, whatever, they're going to want to see, for the things that you have already done, how well did you execute them? That's what they're going to want to see. And that's a story for planning. That's about planning. How well have you executed the things that you already have? All right. So dreaming is great, but let's not forget the planning. And it is the same when you are demanding, let me get this straight, demanding prosperity. Know that when you demand prosperity, you're going to have to put in some effort. Effort is going to require planning. And I'm here for you. I'm not free, but I'm here for you. God bless. I will see you next time. Have a great day.